Hi everybody, welcome to A Brown Touch. It's your girl Sha. I am here. It has been a long day, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I got this video out to you. So today's video is a little bit different. That's why it looks a little bit different on my end. I'm here to talk to you about how to fill out a job application the correct way the first time, but I'm going to actually do it with you. So this is more of an instructional video. So as always, let's jump straight into it. Okay, everybody, as you can see, I have a very basic job application here that I'm gonna fill out with you, just so that you can make sure that you are filling out everything accurately when you are going for new jobs or new opportunities. I got this template from Microsoft Word. It's very easy to get. As long as you have Word on your computer, you go to their templates folder and there are applications here for you. And that's just in case anybody who has a business of their own and they actually are going to give out applications to hire people, you know where to find one, and then you can customize it to whatever you want it to look like. But for today's video, we're just going to be talking about how to accurately fill one out. And then I'm going to give you some of my pretty quick tips. So let's get into this. So the first part of the application, it says applicant information. That's where you tell them about you. So I am going to be a fake person. So none of the information that I am putting here today is true or real. So again, all fake information. So let's say the last name is Green. First name will be Tommy. Middle initial T. So when they say date, that'll be the date that you're actually filling out the application. So today is 8/22/2018. Address will be 100 Jump Street. And for those of you who know what I mean about that, then you know exactly what show I got that address from. I'm showing my age. I know I'm showing my age. So if you have an apartment, let's just say this is someone who does, they're in apartment 201. And I'm going to take it back to my hometown, Brooklyn. State will be NY, of course, and the best zip code out there is 11225. Sorry guys who live in 11226 and all them other zip codes, but I'm repping from where I'm at. Sorry. So the number, let's just put all fives, 555-555-5555. Email, you want to put email at messages.com. So here's where it gets tricky, right? It says date available. For me, I always make sure that I put that I am available starting the next month. So for instance, we are currently in August. Today is August 22nd of 2018. I will put that I'm available somewhere between mid-September, or give myself exactly a month from today's date. This is so that if I'm transitioning from one job to another, that I'm making the process, or I'm giving the process enough time for me to actually leave one organization and get acclimated to start the second, or the new organization, or the new company, or the new job. So that is what I do. You do not have to take this advice, but that is just something that I normally do. Now, if you're someone who you do not have employment and you're like, I can't wait until mid of next month, or, you know, a month from now, then it's okay for you to say that you are available. You can write in the word immediately. But I think a date would be better just to follow the instructions here. So I would put the date for next week. So let's just say, for instance, this is the 22nd, and you're available and you're ready to work. Go ahead and put next Monday's date, which is 8/27. So 8/27/2018. From that date, the employer will be able to figure out that you are available right away when it's time to actually hire. So your social security number will be 111-11-1111. Desired salary, I'm just going to put a ballpark number of 50 grand. For those of you, if that's too low, sorry. And for those of you that, wow, I can't wait till I get there, then, strive. You're going to get there. I promise you, if you just follow some of these helpful tips that I have for you today. So where it says position applied for, I want you to be very careful with this. A lot of people sometimes do not remember the actual name of the job that they're applying for. You need to do your research and make sure that you are putting the exact job title that you are going for. So let's just say that you're going for a receptionist job at a certain organization. You should be putting receptionist. You shouldn't be writing front desk. Although it might seem the same, receptionist for different organizations or different companies means different things. So you want to make sure that you are using the exact title that was on the job posting. So for this one, I'm going to put receptionist. So, are you a citizen of the United States? Let's check yes. I'm going to put an X there. Can't really check in the box for whatever reason. And if you know, let's just say that is your situation, then you want to put whether or not you are authorized to work in the United States. That's either yes or no. Have you ever worked for this company? Let's just say the answer is no. Most of the time it's no. Most people don't go back to an organization where they worked previously. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, just it doesn't happen all the time. I've thought about going back to some of my past employers before. Have I ever got there? No, but doesn't mean that it would never happen. So you want to make sure that you understand what that question means, even though I do believe you get it. It's self-explanatory. All right, have you ever been convicted of a felony? All right, so here goes that dreadful question for those of you that it applies to. The best thing for you to do is to be honest when you are filling out a job application. I can't stress that enough. You want to make sure that you are telling the employer everything that they're asking and you're being truthful. So if you have a felony, go ahead and press the word yes, because what you don't want to do is to mess up your opportunity for employment. The reason I'm saying this is, let's just say you lie and you say you don't have a felony, and then they do a background check and find out that you do have a felony. They're going to consider you a liar. You're not going to be considered trustworthy, and then they may not employ you. However, if you indicate yes on the actual job application, they do the background check and they see that yes, indeed, you do have a criminal background. What's going to happen there is that there's room for a conversation, right? You'll be able to explain to them as much as you want. I can make a video about that. Good thought. But, you can explain to them what happened in your past and how you have, returned to the community and how you're going to use this job to make a lasting impression for yourself, for your family, and all the other things that come with it. So again, don't be too scared about this question. The main thing is that you want to be honest and you want to say yes if the answer is truly yes, and no if it's no. But if it is yes, put the truth, tell them the truth, and then make sure that you explain it. The other part to this is, if you do have the felony and you indicate yes and you'll have a discussion, this may be an organization who says, you know what, we're definitely able to hire you because we hire those with a criminal background. You would have never heard those words, you're hired, even though you have a felony, if you indicated no when you actually did have a felony. So, you want to make sure that you tell the truth. All of that to say one thing, tell the truth. So let's indicate yes here, put another X. And let's just say that for yes, we will say that you could put willing to explain during an interview. So here's the thing. You're able to put that because you may not want to put all of your business on this application, right? But you are willing to talk about it within the interview, or if someone was to give you a phone call and did a pre-interview with you, or a phone interview with you, and you're willing to explain it then. But for now, you're going to put willing to explain during an interview so that you're not giving away too much on this application, because what you want to explain may not be able to fit on the application anyway, to be honest. So we're going to put our high school. So I'm a Mary Bertram person. I think I spelled that right. It's been a while. But I know the address, 411 Pearl Street. And I was there, or whoever this is, they were there from 2001 and they graduated in 2005. I was not there during that time. Did the person graduate? Yes, they did. Diploma, high school, diploma. So college, let's give it up to the CUNYs. So let's say you went to Hunter, right? Hunter College, for those of you who are not from New York, CUNY is City University of New York, and there is a host of colleges under the umbrella of CUNY. So just to give you some insight, I do not know Hunter's address. I'm not going to look it up, so I'm going to put in 212 address street. That was creative. What y'all think? And let's just say this person graduated high school and went straight into college 2005, and they graduated on time 2009. They got that good old bachelor's under their belt. Bachelor's degree. And let's just say that's all that they have for education. Now, if this person went on to do their master's or took a technical course or a certification, anything, or went to a technical school, anything within that, they can go ahead and put that in this section here. So, list of references. Please list 3 professional references. So who are your references? References are the people who know you and know your work ethic, right? So for references, it's best to use people like an old supervisor, a co-worker. It could even be a teacher or a professor. So let's just say you don't have a lot of experience, but you went to school for a long period of time. You got really good grades. You used to tutor people, or you have a good relationship with your professor and they've asked you if you can, represent the college for whatever it type of for some type of engagement or whatever, you can use that person as a reference. But the key to this is that you have to ask everyone if you can use them as your reference. So that's key. You should not just put people's names here and list them as your reference and never have a conversation with them, letting them know that, hey, one, that you're applying for a certain opportunity or opportunities, and that you would like to use them as a reference. Make sure that you are getting everyone's permission, because they need to be aware that they might be getting phone calls in regards to you, and they can start preparing themselves for those phone calls when people are calling to check your references. And if they're checking references, that's a good sign, guys. So let's say that reference 1 is Miss Piggy. I like Miss Piggy, and she used to be my supervisor. Company was Muppets org. Phone number 555-555-5555. Address, it was 311 Muppet Hill in Brooklyn, New York, 11226. All right, guys, I gave up 11225. I'm over it, even though, whatever. So the next person will be, I don't know, Big Bird. And he was my coworker. Company name was Sesame Street org. Lies, I never worked there, even though that would have been so exciting. Oh my God, that would have been crazy exciting. Number would be 555-222-1111. And our street name, I should know the street name, right? At least I should know the number. I don't remember the number that was on the building, but I'm gonna just say 656 Sesame Street. And that would be in Queens, New York. I don't know a Queens zip code. Sorry, guys, I didn't frequent Queens much. I don't know. I'm just say zip code because I don't have a clue. All right, and then last but not least, it has to be Taz. Duh. Who doesn't love Taz? The devil. I mean, he's not. No, I don't want to call him that. I'll just call him Taz. That's way better. Sorry, Taz. And relationship, another coworker. That's what he was. We were chilling. And Taz is from, Looney Tunes. I think. It doesn't matter. I know how to draw Taz. And the phone number here will be 231-1111. And again, address would be 1234 Toonstown. And that will be in Harlem. Hey, creative Harlem. And wow. And I don't know, zip code. All right, guys, sorry. It's late. Tired. But I'm here. All right, so we got done with our references. So again, the tip for references is really easy. You want to make sure that you are contacting those who you plan on listing and letting them know that you would like to list them and asking their permission. You should not put anyone on your or as a reference if you have not had that conversation with them previously, as well as you want to use that time to get their updated information. So that could be possibly their address, their phone number, and something that's not listed here that could be on applications is their emails. So you want to make sure that you have all of that information when filling out the application. But again, you want to make sure that you are asking their permission before listing them so that they can be on the lookout for phone calls from prospective employers who want to know a little bit more about you. So in regards to previous employment, you want to start with the current employer that you are working for. So you never want to start from your first job unless that's your only job. But if it's not, and for most of us it's not, you want to start from the job that you are working at now. So let's just say I currently work at ABC Inc. That might be a real company. I'm almost certain it is, but I don't work there, never did. And you want to put them, so their phone number, me and the 5s are working out well. So let's just keep it going. Address will be 211 ABC Avenue. So if you notice while I'm filling out this application, I have not abbreviated anything. So everything is written out, street, lane, everything. Do not abbreviate when you are filling out an application or if you're putting in a resume. Never abbreviate. And supervisor is Miss Lee. My current job title is, I don't know, accountant. No, I don't want to be that. I want to be what's my title? Let's just say case manager. My starting salary was $35,000 and my ending salary was $45,000. So what do you think that indicates, guys? So what that could indicate is that you got a promotion, right? Or that you just worked really well and they gave you salary increases over the years that you've worked there. So it's really good. It's a really good hint to the actual person who's looking at the application to say, they got $10,000 raise. I wonder why. And something that they probably would probe about. And that's a really good talking point for you. So I know that you should be proud if that happened to you. It doesn't have to be $10,000. It could be $1,000. It could be $2,000. But the point is that you'll be able to show that you grew within the organization, whether that was via a title or if that was given to you as a reward because of all of the great work that you do. So your responsibilities was to conduct intake, assist with supportive services, and you did case plans, and you network with community organizations, right? That is the brunt of your job. And then you want to say that you worked there from October 2005 to present. So you've been there for a really long time. So when it says reason for leaving, I like to be very vague with this. You could say that the reason that you want to leave is for professional growth, right? What does that mean? No one knows. That's for you to tell them, right? Your professional growth is basically, I've done everything that I could do here at this organization, and I am trying to spread my wings because when I started there, I didn't have a college degree, and now I do, and I realize that I want to change my field, right? It could be a number of things, but professional growth is a really good way of explaining why you want to leave without giving too much information. You can give more detail when they call you for either a phone interview or call you in for a face-to-face interview. Maybe contact your previous supervisor for a reference. So here's the trick, guys. If you have not told your employer that you are actively looking for employment, I would indicate no here. But if you have a really good relationship with your supervisor and they know that you are looking and they encourage it and they are happy for you, go ahead and indicate yes. But for most people, they don't tend to tell their supervisors that they are looking. So please indicate no if you do not want them to find out, because the worst thing is for your employer to find out that you are looking for employment from a prospective employer and not from you. So please, so many things to do there. So I'm going to say no. All right, so I'm not going to fill out the other two. Me filling out the first one, I think, is pretty good. It's clear. It's filled out completely. No, it's not. Sorry, guys. So that I didn't finish the address. 211 ABC Avenue in the Bronx, New York, followed by zip code. And let's just say this one was within Suite 100, meaning that it was within a certain building, and it was a building with multiple offices, and y'all occupied, or this particular organization occupied Suite 100. So you just want to make sure that you fill out everything. All right, so we got 2 military. So for those of you who are in the military, you want to make sure that this applies to, if it applies to you, that you fill this part out. If it doesn't apply to you, do not leave it blank. What you're going to do is just write NA. And for me, just because I'm OCD, I usually write NA everywhere so that they know that I didn't overlook anything. This is what I would do. I will put NA everywhere because I am not a part of the military. Shout out to those of you who are. And I really appreciate everything that you do for us and the country. So again, shout out to you. But for those of you who are in the military, this is what it should look like. What you're going to do here is where it says branch, let's just say you're at Fort Meade. And you are at Fort Meade, let's say Army. And then you have been in the military from 11/2006 to, let's just say present. Let's say you're still there. Oh no, let's say you left, and you left last month, 7/2018. That's a long time, guys. So it says rank at discharge. So I'm not sure, but I know for one thing, you will want to put whatever the ranking is. But when it comes up to type of discharge, I'm gonna put, sorry, not this. I'll put honorable. Okay. And if other than honorable, explained. So this just lets me know that there are other types of discharges. I'm not familiar with them. I'm not in the military, but you know, the two that I know for sure is honorable and dishonorable. But if there's any other category, maybe it's disabled or I'm not sure what it could be, you want to put that there, and then you want to explain if it's not honorable, what happened. All right, guys, so we got to the end, and basically this is where you say, I verify that everything that I have put on this application is truthful to the best of my knowledge. So when I filled out this application, I was in a good headspace. I did everything in my power to provide the prospective employer with all of the correct information that they need to know about me so that I can possibly obtain this particular position that I'm going for. So, last but not least, you will sign your name, which was Green Tommy, or for those of you who do it the right way, or the way I do it, Tommy Green. But I've seen people sign their names different ways, and then date it. And voila, we have a complete application outside of the 2 employment opportunities that I didn't fill out, but we know why. So we're done, guys. Application is filled out. Pretty simple, pretty easy. The main thing is that you want to make sure that you are honest, that you are filling out everything completely. If something doesn't apply, you are writing NA, or you can write it out all the way, not applicable. That's fine. And again, just being honest, answering the questions that is in front of you. So I hope that this was really helpful for you. So I have something for you guys this time. So I fill out applications, or I have filled out a lot of applications, and what I've noticed is if you don't have all of the information that you need right in front of you, filling out an application can feel very time consuming. It can feel tedious. Some applications are really easy, but then there are others that are really long and hard. And the reason that it's long, or it may feel like it's, a hard process to get through, is because you were not equipped with the right tool. So the tool that I'm going to bring up for you is something that I created, and I really hope that it's helpful to you guys. All right, guys. So I really hope that you enjoyed, me filling out the application with you. But what I have for you here is something that I created to help you with your job applications. You've noticed that when you fill out job applications, some of them are really easy to fill out, and they're really nice, and they're quick, and they're short. That's the way we love them, right? But over time, people are asking for more and more information, and job applications have become longer. So if you don't have all of the information that you need right in front of you, it can feel very tasking. It can be really off-putting, and sometimes you could just say, forget it. I don't feel like going through all of this. So I have put together an application cheat sheet for you. And if you're interested in this application cheat sheet, please go to my Instagram, follow me, and, leave me a message with your email, and I will send it over to you absolutely free. This is a free tool from me to you. What this particular application cheat sheet is, it just has all of the information that we are usually searching for when we are filling out job applications. And what I don't want you to do is make a mistake in regards to your dates or who your supervisor was. Some organizations ask for a lot more information than others in regards to their job application. And I just want you to make sure that you have all of the information that you would need, regardless of the application that you're filling out, in one place. So this application cheat sheet, if you see, it's a place for you to put your name, your number, your address. You don't have to fill it out. It's just there. But after that, it's your employment background. I know for me, I've had a lot of jobs, and sometimes it got confusing until I completed this sheet for myself. I actually have one, and it helped me out. And I realized that when I was filling out applications, when I was filling out applications, I was getting through them way faster. So it has a place for you to put your hire date, your title, the company name, company address, the company's phone number, your supervisor's title, and their emails. And then it gives a space for a couple of more employments. Then after that, you have those things that we talked about just previously for your references. So your references, again, these are people that you called, you asked them if they will speak about you and how you work. That was my dog shaking, so I'm going to say that again. I don't know if you heard her bell. But anyway, the references are people who you've called and you've identified that they know you best and they know your work quality the best. And they will be able to speak great about you to any prospective employee that calls in regards to you. You want to put these people here. So I provided 6 slots. That's pretty much all you need. But remember, this particular document is not I filled it out once and it's a done document. This is a living document, meaning that you should be updating this document as much as possible. So let's just say as you grow in your professional career, which I know you will, you may realize that the references that you used for job 2 and job 3 are no longer the people that you want to use as references now that you're moving on to job 7 and job 8. So you definitely want to make sure that this is a living document and it doesn't ever end. It never stops. Next thing you need to know is your educational background. What's the addresses of the places where you went to school, the years you attended, your major, the street address, the phone number, the website. And if you see here for high school, that's pretty, self-explanatory. But then when it comes down to the rest, I'm asking for your graduate school, your undergrad, certifications, technical schools, all of them. They all matter. So definitely be able to capture all of the different organizations or all of the institutions, all of the schools that you went to here to get, whatever learning that you were looking for. So here's the doozy. Here's the thing. Not every employer asks for address, but some do, especially those of you who want to work for the government. They may ask you for your current and past addresses. Venus, sit. She didn't listen to me. Ha. Sit. Sit. Thank you. All right, sorry. So a lot of organizations and a lot of companies do not ask for your current and past addresses, but some do, especially those who are going for government type jobs or city jobs, whatever it is. They do ask for your current and past addresses. So you want to make sure that you know what those addresses are, and especially for those of you who moved frequently, this can be hard, trying to remember the zip code from this address to the next address and what year did I live there. It is very, very annoying. I know for me it was, especially when I transitioned from New York to Maryland. I was giving people my mother's address with my current zip code where I live currently. It was really terrible. So I would suggest that for you to fill this out. Is really helpful. But not only that, some places or some organizations they may want to know the name of your neighbor to find out a little bit more about you. So you may want to be able to capture that information here. If it doesn't apply, or you don't think that you will ever need that, you don't have to fill it out. But I put that there as a just in case for those of you who want to be prepared and have things for the possibility of somebody asking for it. So that's there for you. And that's the entire tool, is ready for you just to fill it in. I did all of that for you. So one thing that I just want to come back to is where it says employment background. I did not put a space for salary because I try to keep that somewhere in here. The reason I wouldn't recommend that you put salary on this sheet is is in case you were to lose this application or lose this cheat sheet. I wouldn't want someone to have all of that information. When it comes up to money, I try to keep that to myself. It's pretty personal. But if you feel like you want to put it on the sheet, by all means, but I did not create a section for that purposely. So again, if you want to get this really quick application cheat sheet, it's free. I have no problem sending it to you. Hit me up either on my Instagram at A Brown Touch, or hit me up on my YouTube channel where the video is going to be posted that you're watching now, and leave me a comment and I will definitely send it to you. All right, everybody, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.